Have you ever wondered why strokes seem to strike out of nowhere, even when someone looks perfectly healthy? What if I told you there's a way to stop a stroke before it even starts, and that the secrets to doing this come straight from the oldest doctor in Japan, a man who's been helping seniors live longer, healthier lives for decades? Today, I'm going to share 8 simple rules that every senior must know if they want to protect their brain, their heart, and their independence. Trust me, these aren't just general tips. You're about to discover techniques, habits that could literally save your life. For managing blood pressure and maintaining healthy circulation is absolutely crucial when it comes to preventing stroke. And yet, it's something many seniors underestimate until it's too late. High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, can quietly damage your arteries for years without showing obvious symptoms. You might feel perfectly fine one day, thinking your health is in good shape, while your blood vessels are under constant stress, gradually weakening and becoming more prone to blockages. That's why monitoring your blood pressure regularly is so important. It's not just a quick check at the doctor's office once or twice a year. Japan's oldest doctor recommends keeping a daily record, even if it has just a few readings each week, because over time, you begin to see patterns that can tell you when your body is under stress or when certain habits, foods, or even emotions are affecting your numbers. Small, consistent adjustments can make a massive difference, and they don't require extreme diets or complicated routines. Diet plays a surprisingly big role in blood pressure control, and the doctor has spent decades emphasizing the power of simple, natural foods. Reducing salt intake is one of the most effective ways to keep blood pressure in check, because sodium makes your body retain water, which increases pressure on the heart and arteries. But it's not just about cutting salt. It's about choosing the right foods to strengthen your circulation. Fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins support healthy blood flow, while fatty fish like salmon or mackerel provide omega-3 fatty acids that protect your arteries and reduce inflammation. Even small changes like swapping out processed snacks for a handful of nuts or incorporate a vegetable with every meal can have a cumulative effect over weeks and months. Hydration is another surprisingly simple yet powerful tool for circulation. Blood is mostly water, and when you're dehydrated, it becomes thicker and flows less efficiently, putting more strain on your heart and increasing the risk of clot formation. Drinking water throughout the day, sipping tea, or enjoying clear broths helps keep blood thin and moving smoothly. Pairing this with light, consistent movement amplifies the benefits. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Even a brisk 20-minute walk, gentle stretching, or low-impact activity like Tai Chi or light cycling stimulate circulation, strengthen your heart, and help regulate blood pressure naturally. The key is consistency. The doctor often points out that small, repeated actions every day far outperform occasional intense effort, because your body adapts gradually and sustainably. Another factor that often gets overlooked is stress. Emotional stress, anxiety, or even unresolved tension can trigger temporary spikes in blood pressure, which, if repeated over time, damages arteries. Simple stress-reducing practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a quiet walk outdoors can calm your nervous system and protect your cardiovascular health. It's remarkable how much a few minutes of intentional relaxation each day can stabilize your blood pressure and improve overall circulation, reinforcing everything else you're doing for stroke prevention. Recognizing early warning signs of a stroke is one of the most important things every senior needs to understand, because your brain often gives subtle signals long before a major incident occurs. Many people ignore these small changes, thinking it's just fatigue, stress, or normal aging, but the reality is that these early symptoms are your body's way of saying something is wrong and needs immediate attention. Japan's oldest doctor has spent decades observing seniors and has seen countless cases where acting on early signs literally saved lives. One of the most common warning signals is sudden numbness or weakness, especially on one side of the body. It might start in your hand, your arm, or even your face, and it can be brief, lasting only a few seconds or minutes. Even if it disappears quickly, it's not something to brush off. That moment is a critical window where immediate medical attention can prevent a full-blown stroke from occurring, and learning to recognize it can make the difference between full recovery and permanent damage. Another early indicator is changes in speech. You might find that words come out slurred, sentences don't make sense, or you struggle to find the right word. This can be frightening, but it's a clear sign that your brain's communication pathways are under stress. Similarly, sudden vision changes, like double vision, blurred vision, or temporary loss of sight in one eye are signals that blood flow to parts of your brain is being disrupted. Many seniors dismiss these symptoms as tired eyes or the effects of glasses, but paying close attention and taking action immediately can be life-saving. The Japanese doctor emphasizes that no symptom is too small when it comes to your brain, and early recognition is the single most powerful tool for preventing permanent damage, headaches, or dizziness that come on suddenly, especially if they feel different from anything you've experienced before, should also be treated as a warning sign. While occasional headaches are normal, a severe, sudden headache could indicate a problem with blood vessels in the brain. Similarly, unexplained confusion, difficulty walking, or sudden loss of balance are signals that circulation to the brain is compromised. These symptoms can be subtle, creeping in gradually, or they can appear abruptly, but either way, they deserve immediate attention. Japan's oldest doctor teaches his patients to trust their instincts. If something feels off, don't wait it out. Call a doctor, seek emergency help, or get evaluated as quickly as possible, because timing is everything when it comes to stroke prevention. One of the most remarkable lessons he has shared is the importance of educating family members and caregivers as well. Often, seniors may not recognize symptoms in themselves, but a loved one who knows what to watch for can intervene in time. Simple observations, like noticing one hand hanging lower when the person raises their arms, or hearing sudden changes in speech, can prompt immediate medical evaluation and prevent irreversible damage. The key is awareness, vigilance, and quick action. Early intervention not only increases the chances of survival but also dramatically improves recovery outcomes, allowing seniors to maintain their independence and quality of life. Learning to recognize these warning signs and responding quickly becomes a habit over time, and it empowers seniors to take control of their health. It's not about living in fear. It's about being informed, prepared, and proactive. When you know the signals, you can act decisively, get the treatment you need, and prevent what could otherwise be a devastating event, giving yourself the best chance to stay healthy, active, and fully engaged in life. Adopting healthy lifestyle habits may sound like advice you've heard 1,000 times, but when it comes to preventing strokes, the way you live every single day can make an enormous difference. Japan's oldest doctor has spent decades studying seniors, and one thing he has noticed is that small, consistent changes in lifestyle often outweigh dramatic interventions or expensive treatments. Many people think that preventing a stroke is all about medicine or monitoring numbers, but in reality, habits like smoking, drinking, stress management, and even daily routines have a profound impact on your heart and brain health. Smoking, for example, is one of the most significant risk factors for stroke. It damages your arteries, accelerates plaque buildup, and reduces oxygen flow to the brain. Quitting, even after many years, can dramatically reduce your risk, and the benefits start almost immediately. The doctor emphasizes that it's never too late to make a change, and that even small steps like reducing cigarette intake or completely stopping smoking can add years of healthy life. Alcohol is another lifestyle factor that seniors often overlook. Excessive drinking not only raises blood pressure but also affects the heart and liver, increases the risk of clot formation, and can even trigger arrhythmias. Japan's oldest doctor recommends moderation, and in many cases, reducing alcohol by even half can lower stroke risk significantly. It's not about strict abstinence for everyone, but about being mindful of how much your body is exposed to, and recognizing that what might seem like harmless social drinking can add up over time. Stress management is perhaps one of the most underrated lifestyle factors. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, increases blood pressure, and can contribute to arterial damage, creating the perfect environment for a stroke to occur. The doctor has taught seniors simple ways to incorporate stress relief into their daily routine, such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, light walks, or even quiet moments with a cup of tea. These small practices calm the nervous system, improve circulation, and help regulate blood pressure, making a real difference over months and years. What's remarkable is that stress management doesn't require expensive equipment or gym memberships. It's about finding consistent ways to calm your mind and relax your body. Sleep although often thought of as separate from lifestyle, also plays a huge role in your daily habits. Insufficient or poor quality sleep increases blood pressure, affects metabolism, and raises the risk of clot formation. The doctor emphasizes establishing routines that support restorative sleep, like going to bed at the same time each night, creating a calm bedroom environment, and avoiding stimulants late in the day. Even small improvements in sleep patterns can dramatically reinforce other healthy habits, such as maintaining energy for regular movement and making better dietary choices. Finally, the doctor highlights that healthy lifestyle habits are most effective when combined and sustained. It's not about perfection, it's about consistent effort. Smoking less, drinking less, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, and moving your body regularly may sound simple, but when practiced day after day, week after week, they build a protective barrier around your heart and brain. The seniors he has guided over decades who embrace these lifestyle changes often experience remarkable transformations, feeling stronger, more alert, and more in control of their health than they thought possible. And these habits are the foundation that allows all other stroke prevention strategies to work at their best. Movement is one of the most powerful tools seniors have to protect themselves from strokes. But it's not about pushing yourself to the limit or spending hours at the gym. Japan's oldest doctor emphasizes that consistent, gentle motion is what keeps your blood flowing, your muscles strong, and your body flexible, all of which are essential for preventing strokes. Many people assume that exercise has to be intense or complicated, but that's far from the truth. Simple, daily activities like taking a brisk walk around your neighborhood, doing light stretching, or even standing and moving while listening to music can make a huge difference over time. The key is to make movement a regular part of your day rather than a sporadic effort, because your body responds best to consistent stimulation. It's also important to choose exercises that engage both your body and your brain. The doctor often recommends practices like Tai Chi, yoga, or balance-focused movements, because they not only strengthen muscles and improve circulation, but also enhance coordination and mental focus. When your brain is actively involved in movement, it improves neural connections, reduces the risk of falls, and even helps regulate blood pressure, which is a critical factor in stroke prevention. Simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg for a few seconds or walking heel to toe along a hallway, can train your body to respond quickly and keep your circulation active, and over time these exercises create a strong foundation for overall vascular health. Another aspect the doctor stresses is incorporating movement into everyday routines, rather than waiting for a dedicated workout session. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, gardening, light household chores, or even walking to the store instead of driving are all forms of beneficial activity. These small bursts of movement throughout the day add up and keep your heart and arteries engaged, which is just as effective, if not more so, than a single long session at the gym. The principle is simple: keep your body in motion as much as possible, because sedentary behavior allows your blood to stagnate and increases the risk of clot formation. Strength training is also valuable, even in small amounts, because strong muscles support your bones and joints and improve overall circulation. Using light weights, resistance bands, or even your own body weight in gentle exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or seated leg lifts can provide the necessary stimulus without overstraining your body. Japan's oldest doctor points out that the goal is not to bulk up or compete with younger adults, but to maintain functional strength that allows you to live independently and reduce the risk of complications from stroke. Finally, the doctor emphasizes patience and consistency. You don't need to do everything at once, and it's okay to start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day if that's what you can manage. What matters most is making movement a lifelong habit, integrating it naturally into your daily routine and gradually increasing intensity or duration as your body adapts. Seniors who embrace this approach often notice improvements in energy levels, balance, mood, and overall health, all of which work together to protect the brain and heart from stroke. By staying active, you're not just exercising your body, you're actively creating a shield that keeps blood flowing, arteries flexible, and your entire vascular system resilient. Be proactive about your health through regular checkups and screenings is one of the most powerful ways to prevent strokes. Yet it's often overlooked until something goes wrong. Japan's oldest doctor emphasizes that prevention isn't passive, it's an active, ongoing commitment to knowing your body, understanding your risks, and acting before a problem becomes urgent. Many seniors assume that if they feel fine, everything must be okay. But the reality is that strokes and other cardiovascular issues can develop silently over years. Regular visits to your doctor allow you to monitor critical markers like blood pressure, cholesterol levels, blood sugar, and heart rhythm. These checkups provide a roadmap of your health, showing where you might be at risk and what adjustments can be made to prevent serious complications. The key is consistency. Even if previous results were normal, repeated testing over time gives a clearer picture and helps catch problems early when they are much easier to manage. It's not just about seeing the doctor, it's about being informed and involved in your own care. The oldest doctor in Japan encourages seniors to ask questions, understand their medications, and learn what the numbers really mean. Knowing what constitutes healthy ranges for blood pressure or cholesterol empowers you to take immediate action if something starts trending in the wrong direction. For instance, a slight increase in blood pressure might be managed with small lifestyle adjustments, like reducing salt or adding a daily walk, rather than waiting until it becomes dangerous. Understanding how your medications interact, potential side effects, and what symptoms to watch for also gives you control and reduces the risk of preventable complications. Screenings are another critical aspect of being proactive. Imaging tests, heart monitoring, and simple blood work can identify blockage, plaque buildup, or irregularities that may not present any symptoms yet. Catching these issues early allows for timely interventions which can range from lifestyle modifications to targeted medical treatment. The Japanese doctor notes that early detection doesn't just prevent strokes. It also improves recovery outcomes if a problem does occur. Seniors who are diligent about screenings often maintain independence and quality of life much longer than those who wait for symptoms to appear. Equally important is educating family members or caregivers. Sometimes seniors may not recognize warning signs in themselves, so having loved ones who are aware and can encourage checkups, notice changes, or help schedule appointments adds an extra layer of protection. Prevention is a team effort, and a support system ensures that you're consistently taking the right steps to protect your health. The doctor has found that seniors who integrate these practices into their lives experience peace of mind, reduced anxiety about sudden health crises, and a greater sense of control over their future. Finally, being proactive isn't about fear or obsessing over potential problems. It's about empowerment. It's about taking deliberate, informed actions every day to protect your heart, brain, and overall well-being. Regular check-ups, thoughtful screenings, medication management, and education create a safety net that allows you to enjoy life without constant worry. The seniors who follow this advice often feel more confident, energetic, and capable, because they know they are actively reducing their risk of stroke. Prevention becomes a habit, a mindset, and a lifestyle choice that supports every other healthy decision you make, ensuring that you can stay active, independent, and engaged for years to come.